Are the Sooners out there big game hunting? Are they searching for the big fish, looking for that whale in the transfer portal? Well, it appears they are. And one name has already sparked up to the front of the list. So you know we got to talk about it because it's an instant reaction. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. They got pulling up to the channel. This video is powered by our partners over there at BetUS TV. Check them out here on YouTube. They've got some of the best analysis and information around the gambling world. Check them out. Find them on YouTube, BetUS TV. So the Sooners appear to be after a running back. I know I did not expect this either, but it sounds like there's going to be some movement in that room. And the Sooners decided to go after one of the bigger players that literally just hit the portal. Jaydn Ott, running back from Cal. We're going to break him down. Of course, we're going to look at the measurables and how he fits with the Sooners. So, first and foremost, Hayes Fawcett put out the graphic that Jaydn Ott is hitting the transfer portal. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, he's considered the best running back in the portal now. And remember, if you played NCAA 25, dude was technically a cheat code. When you played Cal, he was really good. So it was really hard to stop him. I've had a few people that have said they came up against him and they're like, hey man, this dude was like not fair in the video game. That's not the point. What jumped out was right afterwards, Pete Nakos dropped an article and said, here's a school to keep an eye on when it comes to Ott going into the portal. Well, that team is your Oklahoma Sooners. So he dropped an article pointing out that there's a team that's in the leading way, and it sounds like Oklahoma's having a conversation. So here's your measurables. Jaydn Ott comes in at 6 foot, 210 pounds out of Chino, California. That's a nice size running back, right? And statistically, last year wasn't all that great, but I'm not going to talk about that one yet first. I'm talking about his career. He's had a career, 2,500 yards, almost actually 2,600 yards, 4.9 yards per carry, 24 touchdowns there at Cal. Last season, in 2024, he only rushed for 300 yards, but the year before, he rushed for 1,305 yards, 12 touchdowns. As a sophomore, his freshman year, he rushed for 897 yards, 8 touchdowns. So obviously, in that 2-year span, 2,100 yards, he put up 20 touchdowns. He looked like he's definitely going to be RB1, right? Last year, he was dealing with an ankle injury he got in the season opener, and he played the entire season on it and just could not get right. Missed some time, and he ended up only rushing for 300 and some yards. He still averaged about 10 yards per carry every game, even with the bum ankle that he got the first week of the season. That should tell you something about the toughness of the kid, at least, right? He still put up, just under 400 yards. Cal was meh. They were up and down, but he only had one game where he had less than 10 carries, and that was against Miami. He had 7 carries for 2 yards. He had a touchdown, but I believe that's where, he wasn't up to his normal status. But the back is good. When I went and watched the tape, look at this. Y'all tell me what y'all think. What he brings to the Oklahoma running back room, not only versatility, but a veteran presence. Let me explain why. But first, shout out to the partners over there at BetUS TV. Check out their YouTube channel on here. Just search for them. We got the Heisman odds. Right after our spring game, I like to look at these numbers. For the SEC, here's your top 5 players. You've got Arch. You've got, as far as quarterbacks, Arch, Garrett Nussmeier, Lenore Sellers, DJ Lagway, and then John Mateer. John Mateer is at plus 3,000, which I still think is a steal because that dude's going to be a beast. But if you want to get some good analysis around the game, when you come into your odds and what to take, over-unders, go check out BetUS here on YouTube. Just find them. Definitely worth checking out. Gamble responsibly, and they will hook you up. BetUS, where the game begins. So from there, Jaydn Ott, what he brings to this room. So now think about it. We've talked about the room. We've broken down what players are there. And just how good the Oklahoma running room can be. Now, I still am very much high on everything we have. It's all about health at this point. We still don't have Barnes. Sawchuk's putting on some weight, but we don't know what he's going to look like when the season hits. Xavier Robinson got dinged up at the end of the year, but he looks like he's got a lot of promise. And Taylor Tatum, he dealt with some fumbling problems, but whenever he's on, he's on. And Sam Franklin just did not give us what we wanted. You also got young Torrey Blaylock, who I think is going to be a beast. He's also a true freshman. So you want to play him, but you want to give it some time. The good thing about a running back like Ott is he's already got the stats. He's already put up numbers, and he's shown you that he can be a good P4 running back. The other good thing about him, P5 at the time, he put up all his numbers when the Pac-12 was actually rocking and rolling. But the good thing about picking up a back like him is this. He's a vet. What do I mean by that? He's a grad transfer, guys. So you bring in a grad transfer, that means that he ain't going to be around that long. So should you be concerned about any other players on your team? No, not at all. Because he's going to come in. He'll be here probably 1 year. Because that's all he's got left is one more season. So you only do this if you want to make sure that you have one player in place just in case you deal with some more injuries and you prepare yourself basically for next season. That's what Ott gives you. Gives you a back that's going to help you to prepare going into 2026 because he's the one he can literally he's RB1. I'll just say that. And I'm not that's not discrediting any of our other backs or anything. Dude is RB1. That's to me how talented he is. So you get him. He's worth your time. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Want to hear your thoughts. How y'all feel about grabbing yourself another running back out of the portal? I know that a lot of people have mentioned in my comments when I talked about running backs, they're thinking, man, we probably need one more. We probably need just one more dude. We need a dude. And, well, here you go. You got yourself an opportunity with Ott. I think that he can be a game changer for this room. And like I said, this is nothing against anybody we have in there. But when you have an opportunity to get yourself a running back that has the experience that he does and the talent he does, you go after it. All right. Shout out to BetUS TV again. Search him on YouTube. They'll hook you all up with all kinds of analysis on the odds world. They do some really good stuff, even in fantasy. They got you taken care of. Check them out. Search here, BetUS TV. I got to talk a little bit about defense and John Mateer. So we'll have a couple videos coming out over the next couple of days. Y'all make sure y'all tune in on those. But besides that, hit the like, subscribe button, bell notification, join the family, and we'll talk soon. Peace.